ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Dawgyyyy now out of his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside. Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Detroit Lions. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Dawgyyyy now out of his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now the Iowa State product, it's Dawgyyyy. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive line bad. We simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Mon. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. Breaks through the contact, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Well, you hate that for him. He gets so close on the big run, but has him in excellent position.
And I know there's plenty of competitive spirit on the defensive side of the ball, but part of me wonders if they would have just preferred him to go ahead and take it into the end zone rather than dealing with him again on a likely carry on this down.
Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions on just 2 plays have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind says cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
First and 10 at the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Dawgyyyy. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Bond going to throw it. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Mon looks to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Here's Mon. And this one complete to Smith. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 23.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Mon. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown Vikings. Irv Smith Jr., his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Taylor. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
From just shy of midfield, Hurts. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. These two teams all tied after 1. Second and 11 now. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. His throw incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
They go play action with Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Henry's got it out on the left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Play action. Here's Hurts. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. They'll try the left side with Taylor.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Vikings 7. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Dawgyyyy now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offensive coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. They go play action here. Mon. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Mon now off of play action. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Hurts to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
We got this.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 7-yard line.
Hurts. And in for the Lions, touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
Lions 21, Vikings 7. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Off the play fake, Mon. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This taken in at the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. They'll set up to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 25. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
On first down, Hurts. Flushed out right. Oh, Johnson, nice grab. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. They're going to look to throw. Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson as the first half is winding down. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
He's going to take another shot here. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
Let's go, baby.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just...
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for Detroit.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 20-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Mike 54. Hey, defense.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
Check 24, check 24. Mike 54, Mike 54, Mike 54.
They'll look to throw here. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jonathan Taylor there to make the grab. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead.
Lions 42, Vikings 7. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think...
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 42. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. They'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, a 20-yard touchdown. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more.
Vikings 7. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Dawgyyyy now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Romeo Okwara able to record his 5th sack of the season. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket. There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Mon to the air on 1st and 10. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Romeo Okwara in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down set. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going to float this one deep right side. And now here's another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions Lions will take over possession here up at the 44. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback. That's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
3 down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
On play action, they'll throw. Forced out to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Whip. Watch the whip.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. This is caught. It's Kirk. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. T.J. Hockenson. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Vikings 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
It's fourth down. Bradley Pinion in punt formation.
Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing just outside his own goal line. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's got this down to the 35.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18.
The Lions, 1st down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's a 2nd down.
In 3 at the 11-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Back to throw again. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Come on, baby. Back in 60. Check 52. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Again, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Drop deep, 19, right here. Check Mike 45, check Mike 45. On the ball. 45.
They'll look to throw again. He's got it. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. That's once again complete to Chark. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
No move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30. 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. It'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Second and 4. And this one's incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Back to throw. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is fielded at the 27. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches.
We got chips over here.
Here's Mond. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the post game. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. To the right side, this is Taylor. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. Back to throw here. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. And it's good, but it's also of little consequences. This game is over. Side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Lions, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the mid